Good afternoon. My name is Barbara Fuller, and as Chair of the Board, I welcome you to this October 7th, 2025 regular meeting of the Washtenaw County Board of Road Commissioners. Shelby Rockawick, our office coordinator, will describe how our meetings operate, how to access the agenda packet, and how people may participate remotely. Shelby.
There are multiple ways to make public comment during today's board meeting, whether you are joining us in person or virtually. If you are here in person and would like to make public comment, please fill out the sign-in sheet now. If you are joining us virtually, we will ask you to raise your hand at the appropriate time in the agenda. And now I'll turn it over to Chair Fuller.
I now call this October 7th, 2025 regular meeting to order and ask Shelby to call the roll.
Chair Barb Fuller.
Present.
Vice Chair Rod Green.
Present.
Commissioner Joanne McCullum.
Present.
Commissioner Gloria Llamas.
Present.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Present.
The following directors are in attendance. Managing Director Matt McDonald, Director of Engineering and County Highway Engineer Brent Schlack, Director of Operations Adam Lape, Director of Finance Dan Ackerman.
Please join us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. May I have a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
Moved.
Support.
Additions, deletions, or corrections?
I have a correction.
Commissioner Yamas?
Maybe it'll be the closed session meeting minutes. Oh, no, we're just doing the agenda. So excuse me.
That's all right. It's all right. So you're all set for the
Yes.
moment?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Shelby, if you'd call the roll, please.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCullum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Llamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, the agenda is approved as presented. Next, we have minutes to accept. We have 3 sets of minutes. May I have a motion to accept the board meeting minutes of September 16th, 2025, appearing on pages 3 through 14 of the packet?
So move.
Support.
Additions, deletions, or corrections? Seeing none, Shelby, if you would, please.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCullum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Llamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, the board meeting minutes of September 16th are accepted as presented. Next, may I have a motion to accept the working session meeting minutes of September 16th, 2025, as presented on pages 15 through 18 of the packet?
So moved.
Support.
Additions, deletions, or corrections? Seeing none, Shelby, if you would, please.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCullum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Llamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, the working session minutes of September 16th are accepted as presented. Next, we have some closed session meeting minutes from September 16th, and I believe we have a motion from Commissioner Yamas.
Move to move the closed session meeting minutes approval to,
You move to table
I move to table the meeting minutes to November 21st,
October 21st or November 21st?
October 21st. Support.
Give Shelby a minute here. Could you repeat the motion for us, please, Shelby?
Let me see. Commissioner Gloria Llamas moved to table the motion to October 21st.
So she's tabling the closed session minutes from September 16th to our October 21st meeting. And I believe Commissioner McCullum seconded that motion.
Right, got
Okay.
it.
Any discussion on the motion to table? Seeing none, if you would please call the roll, Shelby.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCullum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Llamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, the closed session minutes from September 16th are tabled to our October 21st meeting. Next, we have reports of the County Commissioner Liaison, Commissioner Caroline Sanders. I believe Caroline is with us at the moment. Good afternoon, Caroline.
Good afternoon. I Don't have anything to add to you. Just excited that our last board meeting, which was last Wednesday, we actually got out between 8:30 and 8:45. It was a record. We didn't know how to behave. Um, Other than that, we've got an upcoming meeting. I believe we're next scheduled on I think it's the 15th. This is a 5 Wednesday month. So, um, we did have a presentation about budget. And other than that, I think that really probably was the most exciting thing that occurred, other than getting out early. It's good to see all of you. And what did I want to say to you? I have a thank you note that I need to send to the commissioners, but specifically the road commission staff. It's a little delayed, but a thank you note nonetheless for the speed bumps that are now fabulously working in place on my street. And then I also just wanted to say, give you kudos. I saw the news article about the efforts to do some sort of traffic mitigation in Ypsilanti Township, where we had a tragedy a couple of months ago. And I just wanted to say thank you for the work that you've done on that, and for listening to the residents. So that's it for me.
Commissioner McCollum.
Yes, Commissioner Sanders, I just want to say I've been enjoying your series, Conversations with Commissioner Sanders. Thank you for taking the time to do that.
Absolutely. And any of you are welcome to join me. Don't be shy. We'll get you
Thanks,
scheduled
Caroline.
whenever you say. All right. Thank you.
And may your future Board of Commissioner meetings follow the example that was set most recently. If there's nothing further for the commissioner, we'll move on to public comment. This is the time set aside on the agenda to receive comments from the public. This is not intended to be a period for dialogue. Each person will be allotted 3 minutes to address the board, and Shelby will explain how people may be recognized to offer comments.
Since this is a hybrid meeting with both in-person and virtual attendees, we will take turns between those attending in person and virtually. For virtual attendees, we have provided some instructions on the screen on how to participate and make public comments. If you're attending this meeting virtually and would like to make public comment, please raise your hand now. If you dialed into the meeting from your phone, you can raise your hand by dialing *9. Our communications manager, Tiffany Oliphant, will unmute virtual participants with raised hands one at a time, and will announce your username and last 4 digits of your phone number when it's your turn to speak. Please share your name and address before beginning your comments.
At this time, we do not have public comment.
Thank you, Ms. Oliphant. We will move on to written communications. They appear on pages 19 through 24 of the packet. Commissioners, anything you wish to draw our attention to? Commissioner McCollum.
Yes. On page 23, there is a letter from the County Road Association Self-Insurance Fund. And a congratulations to the Washtenaw County Road Commission. We received the statewide award for the lowest employee injury rates. So
One of the lowest.
one of the lowest. So really appreciate that. Thank you, Matt and staff.
Anything else, commissioners?
I would like to join in there. Kudos to the Washtenaw County Road Commission. That's a prestigious award, and it's in recognition of job well done. Thank you.
Anything else? All right, we will move on. Commissioner and staff follow-up to public comment, for which there was none. Our next agenda item is our consent agenda. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda, items 1 through 6, as presented? The motions appear on pages 25 through 28, with background on pages 29 through 31.
Support.
Any questions on any of the consent agenda items, commissioners? Seeing none, Shelby, if you would please call the roll.
Commissioner Rod Green,
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum,
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas,
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, the consent agenda items 1 through 6 are approved as presented. Our next order of business is a closed session. May I have a motion to begin our scheduled closed section under Section 8C of the Open Meetings Act to discuss litigation for Carver versus the Washtenaw County Road Commission?
So moved.
Support.
Shelby, if you would call the roll, please.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, we are in closed session. Tiffany, Shelby will explain how this works, please.
For virtual participants, if you are not a road commissioner or a designated staff member, we will now move you into the virtual waiting room. If you would like to be returned to the open session of the meeting once we have completed the closed session, please remain in the waiting room. We will readmit you once the closed session has been completed. For in-person attendees, you are welcome to wait in the boardroom or lobby until the closed session has been completed.
Very good. So we are in closed session. Tiffany is pausing the recording. We are returning to the boardroom at this point. May I have a motion to return to open session and continue with the meeting agenda as approved?
So moved.
Support.
Shelby, if you would please call the roll.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, we are now once again in open session for our regular meeting. We will move on to the next agenda item, which is report from the road commissioners, starting with Commissioner Yamas.
Oh, okay. So on September the 16th, I attended the Dexter Library Open House, which was really successful, and I got to see our administrator calm down a lot of people. Good, but it was very good. It was very successful. And on, let me see, September the 24th, there was the WCRC chat that I attended. And on September 21st through the 23rd or 22nd, I attended the CRA and CR, the County Road Association and the County Road Association insurance conferences, which was very good. And I attended on September 27th, I think, the touch a truck at the Saline, the Washtenaw County Fairgrounds, and I stepped in for about an hour. And that is my report.
Commissioner Smurs?
On September 22nd and 23rd, I attended the Commissioners Conference for CRA and McChrystal. That's all for my report today.
Commissioner Green?
Yes. On the 21st and the 22nd September, I attended the Commissioners Conference, which was hosted by the County Road Association and moderated by our own Commissioner McCollum. And on the 23rd of September, I attended the business meeting of McChrystal. And on the 27th of September, I attended the touch a truck held at the Washtenaw County Fairgrounds. That concludes my report.
Commissioner McCollum?
Yes, Madam Chair, on September 21st to 22nd, I attended the Commissioner Seminar in Bay City. I also attended the CRASA 2025 Annual Membership Meeting on the September 23rd, and that ends my report. Thank you.
I will report that on September 16th at 6:00 p.m., as with some of the other commissioners, I attended the in-person public information meeting about the Island Lake Road and Dexter Main Street corridor improvements on the 17th of September. September 17th, I attended the quarterly meeting of the Southwest Washtenaw Council of Governments. It was convened at the Freedom Township Hall. On September 21 and 22, I attended the County Road Association Commissioners Seminar in Bay City under the leadership of Washtenaw County Road Commissioner Joanne McCollum, who chairs the CRA Commissioner Committee. And it also featured Brent Schlack, our Washtenaw County Road Commission Director of Engineering, who spoke on roundabouts. 22nd of September, I too attended CRASIF's annual membership meeting. On the 25th, I attended the 11 a.m. virtual public information meeting about the Scioto Church Road at Zeeb Road Roundabout project. October 1st, I completed the cybersecurity modules as assigned by the IT department. And October 4th, I attended the bi-monthly meeting of the Dexter Forum. And that concludes my report. We will move on to staff reports and updates. Staff reports appear on pages 38 through 46, and I will turn it over to Matt.
Thank you, Chair Fuller. Reports.
I thought I had something. Not this time for me. Anyone else? No, I guess we're good to go.
Very good. Publicly share the news of what's been passed. Details. Well, looks like great overall, potentially, is yet to be determined. And a lot of it now reading ourselves. So, biggest increase in a lot of discussion will happen. Is the reality. It looks as things won't start. In fact, in the board, you'll see.
Microphone off for a reason, Matt.
Yeah, exactly. So this most recent payment from August. Well, we are in October, so it's usually about or more behind.
Yeah.
And with change. Make that a little. We're in a wait. We want to see the revenue. Bank MTF. Coming up. So that's kind of our. Thought. As people are asking questions. We can certainly share. Especially. How and that will that change. So, that's what I had. Okay. Wanted, for the intersection. Long, term improvements. Yeah. Social. Whitmer, signatures on those. That's great. So again. Make that. That important. Thank you, Tiffany.
I think it's noteworthy. It says 7 budgets down, 1 to go. So I don't know what the 1 to go
Yeah.
is.
Could be the truck.
Right.
We've got order. Precursor. So. Also want to make mention. Have my OSHA. Good. Really. And, full. So. Yeah. That's all I had. Go ahead and, I'm sorry. I gave you. I looked at the report.
Yes. Right.
You're pretty quick on your feet.
I'm pretty quick,
Dan,
yeah,
so
that's
you're
right.
on.
Good afternoon, Board. Dan Ackerman, Director of Finance. So since Matt already kind of talked, Michigan Transportation Funds will continue that discussion. The last page of your packet has our August Michigan Transportation Fund receipts. Thank you, Tiffany. So our August receipts in 2025 were about 5% higher than August of 24. Oh, year to date, we're about 5%, and projected is definitely looking good compared to the budget. Just want to speak to a little more as far as timing goes. So our August receipts would typically be received in October. So again, there's that lag that Matt was talking about. As you know, anticipating a shutdown, the state of Michigan assured us we'd receive the funds prior to October 1 in case there are any hiccups or issues. And I can confirm that we did receive that in September, which is great. So it's nice that the state is, anticipating these things and making sure that we can continue to conduct business. Again, we have a healthy fund balance, a healthy cash balance. So not receiving those transportation funds right away, we still would have been fine. Again, if a shutdown were to last for 6 months, then we'd have to maybe reevaluate things. So anyway, I was glad to see the state came through for us, and they've done that before, and it's a shame they have to do that. And I'm sure that, causes a lot of stress on their part and maybe working extra hours, but we appreciate those efforts. So I too am delighted that, there'll be more funding for roads probably in my career too, the biggest increase. Certainly not wanting to be a negative Nelly, but I know at one point they talked 3 billion and then I heard 2 billion. I think this current one's 1 billion, maybe up to 2 billion, depending on how things shake out. So, as you know, we're very conservative here, and as Matt stated, we want to see the numbers shaking out, and certainly when we talk budget with the other departments, good problems to have, right? If there's increase in revenue, what other projects can we do? What other equipment potentially can we purchase? All those competing interests and so on. And so certainly those will be on our minds, but until we see, there's a budget department within the state that provides projections that we've shared with you before. And until I see things like that, then to me, then that will kind of put some more, I guess, finality to that. But we'll probably want to hold the line currently with our Michigan transportation funds and, see what current trends are and so on. I did see in the, what's being proposed, or I guess what was approved as far as Michigan transportation funds. I want to say there's a little over $7 million dedicated to looking at the vehicle miles driven. We shared that, regardless of what increases that we see, and we received an increase in 2017, with vehicles being more fuel efficient and more electric vehicles, hybrid vehicles. Whatever you do to increase gas taxes, really the taxing mechanism is becoming antiquated. So I was glad to see that there's some money dedicated to studying, how would that look or what's the best taxing method? How would that look? What's fair? Because I still think you have an underlying issue here eventually, and regardless of what you do you just keep, increasing taxes and so on, or do you look at a more fair way or a more modern way to pay for roads? So I think there's already some money that was dedicated to a study. I think they already did one, but I guess they're gonna do another larger study, and I'm hoping that from that, they can have a pilot program and really start seeing what that would look like, getting people signed up for it, seeing what the issues are and communicating it to the public, because it's going to be a huge change for everyone. But I really think, I just hope Lansing doesn't lose sight of, the future 5, 10, 15, 20 years, whatever the case may be. Because I think, again, whatever you do, just increasing taxes, you should look at the mechanism of how you're assessing the drivers. So I don't know, that was kind of a lot. Any questions on any of that at all, or? So anyway, but bottom line is, we do feel there'll be some increase in funding, and once we see that, we definitely will be ready as far as our budgets. And as Matt said, you may not see anything in November when we talk about the year-end budget for this year, or even the beginning budget for 2026. But maybe around first or second quarter, as we start seeing any increases, as we start receiving information and projections, then maybe we can start incorporating that, into our budget for the remainder of 2026. Besides that, there's been some dust in the finance department. We've been especially I have been neglecting trying to clean things up a little bit as far as my office and old reports and,
It piled in.
yes. So I tend to be a pack rat. And, do I need 20 copies of our OPEB report from, 2010 when it's on our website and I have it electronically in maybe 1 or 2 places? So really trying to, loosen my grip on a lot of that. But really, I want to thank Jamie and Tracy in the finance department. They've been kind of driving this. And again, much needed. We had a goal of every couple of years to go through this exercise, but it's also something that's very easy to say, well, we're too busy and we're going to put it off. So we're making up for lost time, and then eventually try and do it on a more regular basis. So, and also, the later you get, the more things we're storing electronically too. So it'll become even less of an issue, but kind of nice that initiative has begun. And, again, Jamie and Tracy are doing a great job with it as well. So also working on third quarter, can you believe it? Reports. So just want to make sure we get all those submitted to the IRS and all the state agencies and so on. So definitely a busy time for us. Meanwhile, we're still working on the Acumatica, the new financial software implementation, so that we've been having a lot of meetings. My weeks are definitely full with lots of meetings, but we've had some good ones as of late. And, continue to make progress. It's, a very long process. We want to do it right. But, that's been definitely occupying a lot of time. So, and that's my report, unless there's any other questions.
All right, thanks for adding.
Yeah, no worries. Sure.
Good afternoon, Brent Shellac, Director of Engineering. So I do have a few updates, and then I'll plug in here for a nice picture. So like Matt brought up, we do have a public meeting for Textile, or for Total Hill and Merritt for the unfortunate crash that happened there. That's Wednesday, tomorrow, October 8th at 6 p.m. at the Ypsilanti Township Hall. So we'll be there. We'll be doing a presentation and then listening to the community. As far as active construction, Bemis Road, I'm happy to report that that roadway has been paved. We are waiting for shoulders to be put on, some drive approaches for, the residents and driveways along there, and then, of course, pavement marking and signs. So the roadway is still closed, but we're hoping to have that, work completed, this week and into, the beginning of next week. And then we will get that road back open. Our preventative maintenance projects, Earhart Road, it's a federal aid project. That's between Plymouth and M14. The paving continues along that road, this week. And so we're hoping to, right now, we have a portion of that closed, because of the boulevarded section there near Plymouth Road. So we're routing people around Whitehall. We're hoping to have that, paved, up through Whitehall and open that up here in the next day or so. Correct, yes.
For landmarks.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Jackson Road between Parker and Dino, we're just waiting on shoulder. That road has been paved and we're just waiting on the shoulders to be, installed on that. That's a
It's
federal aid.
lovely.
Yes, thank you.
Very nice.
Whitmer Lake Road, between M14 ramp and Stein Road, another federal aid. Again, that roadway's been paved. We're just waiting on shoulders to be installed. And we're Dexter Pinckney Road. That's between County Line and McGregor Road. The surface has been milled and paving is planned for the end of this week. So we're hopeful to get that whole section of Dexter Pinckney paved. Our Warren Road culvert, which will now be a bridge based on the span, but that's west of Dixboro in Ann Arbor Township. And I can plug in here, Tiffany, and show you a picture.
Can't tell by the.
Yes,
Next time, have someone stand inside it.
yes.
My
yeah.
goodness.
To tell by the tree standing next to it.
Yeah,
right?
kinda,
It's
yeah.
High up there.
So, do I need to? Do I extend or duplicate? Duplicate, there we go.
Whoa.
So that's, them lifting that, that's actually happened today. So we were able to lift it up and get it installed.
Whoa.
So our contractor out there, Jay Sebastian, has done a great job in, getting this installed, and so we'll be begin to start backfilling, the new culvert.
Is the rain an issue, Brent, today for this?
No, they were out there working and able to set this, today. You know, of course, they have the stream, they're pumping the stream over to the other side. You know, fortunately, it has been really dry. And, so that stream is not not flowing as fast as it could. So they're able to accomplish that with one pump and, get that bypassed. And so they'll be working quickly to get this backfilled and be able to remove that pump. Okay.
This project.
It did, yep. The Washington County Water Resource Commission. Yep.
Came together.
Was that ARPA money? Was that part?
Stormwater.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yep.
Just to give us a sense of how long it takes once
Right.
the money is in place to get it
We
done.
have until.
Yes,
End of next year or January 1?
End of
Okay.
next year.
end of next year, yes. Then we have some on our weekly, some local agreements. Dexter Chelsea Road within the city of Chelsea. That's east of Freer to like Savannah Lane. That's with an agreement with the city of Chelsea. We're actually gonna be pulverizing that road. That's supposed to begin, at the end of this week.
Again, that's and they great cooperation with our small cities.
Mhm.
Be able to utilize.
Yep. And then this will be, we have another project that's just east of there it's just east of Freer to Dancer. That's a federal aid project. So it'll be a wonderful project, it'll be repaved from Dancer all the way through into the city, of Chelsea. So the residents that commute along that road will have a wonderful, pavement.
How wide are the shoulders, Brent?
We're only gonna be doing a mill and fill, for our section, so it'll be just the standard, like, 2 foot paved, 2 foot gravel. And then within the city is just replacing what's there, so it's the standard 24 foot pavement. Green Farms, that's a agreement with Ypsilanti Township. I'm happy to report that the paving is complete within that subdivision as of yesterday. Timber Ridge, that's an SAD, with York Township. The milling is supposed to begin at the end of this week, and they'll start paving next week for that project. So the concrete work that we had performed is completed, and now they'll be milling it and putting the pavement back. Hawthorne Ridge and Boulder Ridge within Pittsfield Township. That's with an agreement with Pittsfield Township. The milling is planned for next week within those two subdivisions. So aside from that, we're continuing to work on fiscal year 26 and 27 projects. That will conclude my report. If there's any questions.
Commissioner Green?
Yes. But the cost of the SAD for Timber Ridge, that's borne by the subdivision itself, right? No contribution from anybody else.
That one actually is in cooperation with the township. I can't remember exactly the exact terms of that agreement, but I do believe the township is putting some funds into that project.
So the township run,
Correct.
Right.
they. Township.
That's right.
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 No, it comes from the town. They're a set. That's part of. They may be.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. Any other questions?
I don't see any.
Okay, well, great. Thank you.
Brent?
The operation.
Good afternoon, Adam Lape, Director of Operations. We'll go through a few pictures here in a few moments. Want to give a quick update, kind of add a little bit more to, not much, but just a little bit more light to the OSHA visit, my OSHA visit from last week. Yeah, Craig didn't call me in a ball of flames or a bag of tears or whatever you want to say it last week when I was in Gaylord at the SAM conference. So all is well, just a few things that he thinks that we'll end up being told to work on, but he felt minor. We haven't got the report yet. It'll probably be 2-3 weeks. It moves a little bit slow to get some reporting at some points. Excuse me. So we'll act on anything we need to perfect anything that they made suggestion on, but he was confident. He felt good about the inspection. And so I think it's good for us. I think we've made progress over, honestly, the 12 years I've been here. When Ken and I first started, Ken Harris, our superintendent, currently, he had quite a bit of OSHA understanding and kind of desire to move that forward for us. So we did some inspections in 18 and 19, 2018 and 19. Made some simple changes, labeling air pipes or air lines, labeling water lines, potable water, non-potable water, things like that. Just general kind of OSHA baseline stuff. So now this time we've kind of worked from then till now. And then Craig found this opportunity to have them come visit us prior to coming to find citations to give to us. So it is actually a pretty good partnership if they're availing that opportunity. They brought a few new employees that are new, or I should say new staff members to that position. So I think there were 3 in total that were here, some senior members and then 2 new staff members. One of which is going to take over kind of this region, I believe is how they're kind of put in their groups. So good, I'd rather be an example than be made an example. So I think we have some good opportunity for growth there. But all in all, we've improved and continue to improve. So these type of events just help us in that. When we do get a report, we'll let you know. At this point, doubt that anything will be outstanding that we can't, address in just a few days with whether it be labeling or moving a bottle or a container or some different area or to a different type of like storage for materials or something like that. So should be pretty cut and dry, pretty easy to achieve anything they need from us. But we'll update you if it's something larger than that, but
Great.
it may already be taking place. We just haven't got the official report yet. Then dry run real quick. Unfortunately, it was still 85 yesterday, which is okay for me, but not much for our guys that like the winter time to show up. So I will have to give in eventually because I'm sure it's going to snow at one point or another. So with that being said, the majority of our crews are in dry run prep. We have done 3 inspections in total, so we're almost halfway through inspections in 2 days. So we did District 1 yesterday, the state trunk line crew. So these are both out of the main yard. And then today we did District 3 out in Chelsea. We did an inspection this morning. So first time in 13 winters that it's rained. So, or 13 inspections that I've done. So first time it rained. So it's interesting. So we made it through. Ken and everybody did great. Mike Livesey did great. And one of our brand new mechanics actually came out with us to try to see the process as well to get accustomed to that. So pretty good, always good conversation with that group. They're pretty experienced with the exception of just a few employees that they're kind of fast tracking up to the experience level that they're at. So always a good time for that. So we continue that throughout the year. And by the end of this month, that preps us to kind of be done and prepared for snow and ice when it would arrive. Preferred longer than shorter, but inevitably the winter does come here to Michigan at some point. And so we have to be prepared. We did have a guest from CRASIF today, so the County Road Self-Insurance Fund. It's part of their kind of safety program, and actually invited Ken and I to speak on the program itself to other road commissions. As we made notes probably this time last year that some of the road commissions don't quite form their dry run like what we do, or may not do specific parts of the dry run. So we've been kind of advocating for that in general. And at the national level, it's certainly supported. So it was kind of cool to have that question asked to us. So we're going to go speak on it. We'll speak next April. We'll probably go visit some road commissions even maybe this fall and early winter to talk about that. That kind of came up at the end of the dry run meeting. They like what we do. We're obviously partial, so we're willing to talk about it because we're proud of what we do. But the preparedness and readiness is very important to me and for our group, so we're not rushing around when the moment finally finds its way here. So we had plenty of jokes yesterday when it was sunny and 80, but that weather will change quickly, and then we'll be into a new season. So with that being said, with the good weather, we're going to talk a little bit about Joy Road Culvert, and this honestly wasn't planned after talking to Brent, but our heavy equipment crew was able to do a culvert here recently. You probably saw some of the project updates from Joy Road. So Webster Township, essentially between Jennings Road and Stein Road. Okay. So at the bottom, it's southeast. So the bottom of Webster Township, so the bottom right side of Webster Township, Joy Road kind of links up into their area a little bit. So it's already started our culvert there. So the original picture was what you saw when we arrived. That's what we had. In this another part of ARPA program. So there was an agreement between ourselves, County Drains, Webster Township. So it takes a little bit of time for design. So we build an aluminized box culvert there. So you see, I just wanted the picture that Tiffany just had up there. That's one of the new dump trailers and one of the semis that we've kind of worked to kind of combine. That's a rented excavator, but that's one of our newer pieces of equipment. It's our brand new semi tractor and then our brand new dump trailer. So just kind of wanted to have that. We've talked a lot about them and we haven't really had an opportunity to have a picture and a reason
This
to
was
show
for
that.
Joanne, wasn't it?
Yeah, there you go. Well, and you can see that's a 336 excavator. So it's a very large excavator. It's good size, keeps us busy, and off we go with that thing. But so that was just kind of us loading that. So really just the preparation portion of it. There you see our team, and that's Foreman in the background there. You see we do dewatering Dewatering, same process as the engineering contractors will do. We're just a little bit smaller scale. To where we can get down and physically walk around in the basin there in the bottom of the hole. So they're just prepping what we say, refer to as prepping the grade. And then the next picture really kind of show that we're starting to spread stone to kind of create that footing for the structure to sit on. And then the next few pictures here will show kind of some of the building process. So it's honestly a giant erector set. I think when I was looking at the bill of lading this morning, it was 22,000 pounds delivered, approximately 900 bolts and nuts and things that have to go in there. So it's literally a giant erector set. You see our team can kind of scale it where they climb up the ladders on the other side and walk around to set the rigging like that. Then they'll come down off of there. And then the next picture is the team kind of guiding it as they set. So that's Jason Klaus on the right, the foreman, and Ryan Lewis, the group leader on the left, kind of guiding that unit. And then they just kind of spin it around and set it in the ground there. So obviously 20,000 pounds, still heavy, but relatively light and manageable for our crews to put in, as opposed to some of the concrete structures or these large one piece structures where you need a larger crane to lift. And so there's where it's set in the hole. And then the next picture here will show you is essentially kind of how they look when we leave. We add some wing walls there, which are kind of those protrusions. We'll call it east and west in the photo. And then essentially we turn the water to it and leave it go back to nature. So those are designed to whether it be the design phase or requirements from the state or the county drain commission, depending on who's kind of the ruling body wherever we're working. But a certain level of sink of bury is designed there. So when you turn it back to water, turn nature back to it, creates that little bit of that natural crossing. That's been a theme over the last 10 to 15 years. And so that's why we put a new culvert in, and then there's it's actually sunk in the ground, essentially returned to nature. So physical animals, snails, fish, turtles, whatever, can actually traverse the structure.
As permitting, typically size of that.
Yeah, and you can see the difference, from picture 1 to picture, I think 10 or 11 here that I had. Through that design and permitting process that typically dictates what we end with.
And that's due to more sustainable. Brand new culvert to wash.
Mhm.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Cost. Through internally to be.
Jason and Ryan, dynamic duo.
To have bond to.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best point of having a really good team that we can kind of entrust with that. Worst case scenario, we can typically figure out a method to get things done, or at least reestablished, opening a road in-house if need be. But as we know, there are quite a few projects that we prefer not to have to do. And so we allow contractors to work in deeper holes, bigger one-piece lift culverts, and things like that, where our crew is so skilled that they can tell us when we need to do something else. Yeah. Yeah.
Where this is situated.
Yeah. Well, correct. So Warren Road, Joy Road going on essentially at the same time, that's $500,000 or more worth of work getting done altogether. As opposed to 3 months of planning for one, then we have to get different equipment or a contractor to do both. So that ends up helping us in the long run, just achieve our plans for the year, whether it be village plan or like these smaller agreements, especially with the ARPA agreement that we have a lot of townships. So it really is nice to have teams both internally and good contacts externally to get this stuff done. So Little nerve wracking. You know, Jason and Ryan maybe aren't the people to talk to the days they're working through this stuff, but they are very good at what they do and they are driven. And so we just get them what they need and we stay out of their way. And they do pretty good work as evident there, so. But with that, that's my update. Unless there are any other questions, I kind of intended to make it short, but kind of got on a good note there.
Cliff notes. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Adam.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
All we had.
That's all?
That's it.
All right. I'll just offer a few reminders. October 21st is our next working session and board meeting. Working session at 9, board meeting at 1. On October 15th, we're having another blood drive here at the Road Commission. I think there are probably still slots available if anybody is interested, willing, and able to donate blood. Chat sessions coming up. October 8th is Commissioner Smers. I'm on call for the 15th of October. Commissioner Green, October 22nd. And October 29th is Commissioner Yamas. If there is no further business to come before the board, may I have a motion to adjourn? Support. Shelby, if you would please call the roll.
Commissioner Rod Green,
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum,
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smers.
Yeah.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.